In today's video, we are going to go over the basics of Valorant for anyone who is new to the game on console. Now, I'm gonna make this intro short and sweet, so if you do enjoy this video, and if it does help you a lot, consider subscribing and liking this video. It helps push this out to all the new people on console. And the last thing I want to say is thank you to all the new supporters, on this channel. We have been growing a lot, and I just want to thank every single one of you. We are about to hit our 200 milestone. We only need six more left, I think. Somewhere around there. But we're almost close to making it happen. And I just want to thank you guys all so much for that. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and thank you for joining me on this journey. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright, let's hear. If you guys don't know what Valorant is, I'm gonna give you guys a brief rundown of the game. It is a 5v5 team-based game where one team is on a defending team and the other one is on a attacking team. And based on what you're put on is what your objective is. The way I think about it is like search and destroy, like Call of Duty, but they're both two different. It's the same concept but different. So first and foremost, I'm gonna go over the agents and their roles. As you can see, there's 24 agents and they all are separated in different categories. So the first category is initiator. What an initiator's job are to help teammates enter a site altogether. Mostly they help duelists enter a site so they could get extra help. And then you have duelists, and these ones are very important to have in your team because without really duelists, then you can't really take a site. I mean, you still can, but it'll be way too difficult. The next one up is sentinels. Sentinels are there to help support your whole team in general. Sentinels help lock down a site, either entering or defending. And then you have your smokers. Your smokers use their ability to block off enemies and preventing them to push all together. So these guys are very important. Alright, so if you're new to the game, then you're probably just walking into sites and walking into like making loud noises and just gonna get down. No, don't do that. Unless if you're like playing anything but competitive or stuff like that. Other than that, it's fine to just go run and gun and stuff. But if you are playing a comp, probably not the best way to do. Every time you're moving, you make a noise. As you guys can see, there's a white ring around where you are. That's how far you make noise. So let's say there's an enemy right behind this wall right there. Now, if I just full sprint and walk over here, he's gonna know that I'm walking over here. So all he really has to do is just wait, pop out, shoot, and then you're just gonna be right here. Boom, dead. What you would want to do is you want to move slower, and then you gotta check your corners. You're gonna boom. All right. Moving slow means that you make no noise while moving, and you move faster with your knife out rather than your gun out. So practice walking. Enemies don't hear you or stuff like that, and you don't be running around like making hella noise. Let's talk about crosshair placement. If you're new to the game, your crosshair placement is probably like this, looking at the floor. And then once you see an enemy, you just no, that's no bueno. No bueno. So what you want to do is, instead of having your crosshair up at the floor, move it up just a little bit, just so it's at its head level, just so it makes it easier for you to kill an enemy. So you're not caught off guard and having to do all this extra movement just to get a kill. Other movements that people should know: jump peeking is a good one. Shoulder peeking. The way to do this is go forward on your analog stick and then jump and then pull back. It's like a C. So jump, boom. And then when shoulder peeking, you just have to boom, boom. Take a little quick peek. and see if there are enemies there. When you shoulder peek, enemies only see your shoulder, but not your head. So they can shoot your shoulder, but you'd still be protected if you don't fully show your head. And now let's get to peeking. There are some certain times where you're supposed to peek and when you don't need to peek. It all depends on what is happening around you. What I like to do generally is I like to jump peek, and once I see an enemy, I fully swing, but not too much, because if I do fully swing, then you're 100% committing to a fight, and you never know if they have like another person behind them just waiting for you to trade them out and just boom. So peek enough, but don't peek too much because you can go back to cover. Now aim, I feel like aim is just generally what you feel like, you know. Don't really have much to say about aim, but if you do want to practice your aim and stuff like that, I suggest going to the range. Go to the range, spend 10 minutes in there, you know, shooting these bots, have them. Alright, this next segment is for callouts. Basically, this is something that I wish I was taught more of, because callouts are like the most effective, most important thing to know. So what I mean by callouts is when people say, oh, he's mid, or he's B main, A main, they like to call these, they all, I mean, of course you can just look at what these are, and these are a good representation of where and what people are talking about. So they could say they're mid, base mid, or they could say catwalk, which means this whole thing is catwalk, which is also, how do you zoom in, bro? Oh, which can also be right here. All this catwalk, and then there's cubby, and then there's tree, and then, you know, all that stuff. So let me see. So when they say they're on A main, it means that they're going through basically A main, which is, this is the main entry point. But if they say like they're coming tree, they're coming through their tree, and then over here is garden, yeah. And then in any game or map, if they're elevated or below, normally they would be called, they would be called heaven or hell. So when someone says, oh, there's 3 heaven, or there's 2 heaven, or there's 1 heaven, it's always good to pre-aim and then choose when to fire and when not, you know. But yeah, stuff like that. Same thing with here. I think what I suggest you guys would do is just learn about where things are and the names, so that you don't get confused when someone tells you, oh, they're B main, or they're market, or they're pizza, and stuff like that. And when someone tells you like to hold or stay here, they would usually say you should anchor B. That generally just means that you should just hold B and just stay here and wait for them to, you know, pop out and whatnot. And then just general comms when you hit someone, and then it tells you how much you hit them for. It's always good to, you know, let them know how much you hit them for and stuff like that, and yeah, stuff like that. Alright, so this next segment I'm gonna be talking about, I guess it's just to add on to movement. So for you new console players, some settings I would suggest you using. I use rotate map with player. This just means that whenever you turn around, it's always, you know, however you look. I feel like this one is better than the other one, because what the other one does, it basically just only you moving around. But I'm not sure. I think it just trips me out, I'm not gonna lie. But that's what I use. And then the map size, it's all preference. It's what feels comfortable for you. And then there's this one thing. Okay, it's in advanced, my fault. So come to controllers, go down to advanced, and then right here where it says walk while in focus, it's automatically gonna be on. And what it does is basically when you're in focus, you're forced to walk. No matter how much you move or go around, you're forced to walk. Now I would suggest you turning this off, because if you were ever to peek a corner, like say if there's someone like right here and you peek, you're peeking very slow. So what the enemy sees is you walking really slow, and it just makes it easier for them to hit you. So what you want to do is go over here, go to controls, go to advanced, and then turn it off, right? Also turn off vibration. Vibration, it kills the battery in your controller, and it makes it, and it just feels weird. Alright. So when you have it off, you're able to move freely, like if you were just walking. So take the same scenario, you focus, you peek, boom. Now with that, you're much more faster when peeking, so you don't move like very slow to the point where you're like an easy target. So they'd have to go like this, and then but you just have to go like and just shoot him. So practice, going like this. It's good to go like this, but like if you feel like someone's there, you can either shoulder peek or just pop out. I think popping out of corners is best, rather than just moving slowly against a corner and just don't do this. Because if you do this, it's bad. You want to make sure that you want to clear all your corners, and just stuff like that. See? So never do this. Never go to a corner and just go like this, because then you're dead. And then next is crosshair placement. Crosshair placement, I did a video on this, my latest one. I think crosshair placement is so important. If you have crosshair placement down, then and if you put all these fundamentals together, you'd be pretty good. Crosshair placement is just having your crosshair at head level, regardless of where they are, or you think they are. That was bad. So like right here, they'd be elevated, but this is only for if they were like all the way back there. But if they're like up close more, you'd have to put it a little bit more up. So it's all different, but the way I would practice this is going into a deathmatch. Either play a deathmatch or no. Go to a deathmatch by yourself on customs and just practice head level, which would always be at the top of any box. So like right here, this would be head level. So you'd want to just go around the map and just practice stopping, peeking, moving like this, going around the map, check your corners, and just keep going to go around the map, and then go to the deathmatch, and then only focus on crosshair placement. That'll make you be able to engage in fights more and having the advantage while shooting and playing. But I think that sums it up for the most part for beginners. Let me know if I've missed anything, or if there's anything you want to touch down in the comments below. Let me know. Let me know if you guys like this video. Again, I want to thank every single one of you guys. This is an amazing ride. And we're only going up from here. Let me know what I missed on this. If you think I should touch up on some more stuff and whatnot, and I'll be sure to put it in the next video. But yeah, other than that, that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna see you guys later, and I hope to see you guys on the next one.